In this video, we're going to talk about how we can use price action rules to help us predict where the market is going to go and where are the high probability setups to enter. So as a price action trader right now, I have to do the pre-market structure analysis, and this is the structure I'm working with. And it's pretty much very bullish. Straight from the beginning of today's session, we are working higher. So number one thing that I have to do is identify a channel. I'm going to start at the very beginning of the move. Always look at the very beginning of the move. Try connecting the first two swings, third swing confirmation, and I have a nice uptrend working higher. Right now we're breaking the uptrend, which means I still do expect a new high following the trend line rule. I'm not looking to reverse the market. I expect new high, counting technique, first entry long. I have first entry long, but in order for me to go long, I need the second attempt because I can also see that I have short-term downtrend in play. So first attempt can fail. Can I get the second entry long? No second entry long, and I have a break, push to a new extreme. But instead of market reversing or changing direction, we keep working higher and we keep working higher. So when I'm watching this and I can see such a nice structured uptrend, breaking new high, but we keep working higher, we keep working higher. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for secondary channel. I was looking for some spike in a channel like this. It looks really great. It aligns with the EMA. You can see market geometry fits really nice. And because the first channel played out and price action keeps going higher, this is generally a sign there's a trend continuation cycle. And I'm still thinking bullish at this point. You can tell the market is still quite bullish. We're working higher. We're breaking lower, so I'm going to redraw a brand new downtrend again. In order for me right now to go long, playing the new high for the secondary channel, I need to see push above EMA. The correction is happening, break new low. I was thinking about high-low confirmation setup, something like this, to test the new high. And market continues to go lower. Okay, correction is longer. That can happen. I'm going to follow the market. I'm going to trade the market I get, not the market I want. I'm still not giving up on new high. This was quite a decent uptrend. So can I push above EMA? And we're back below. So already I can see, hold on, something is off here. Market is definitely not acting as if new high is the target. Now correction still can be sometimes longer. That can happen. So let's see what's going to happen. We're breaking lower. And basically after this point, I have to reassess what's happening because market keeps getting rejected at the EMA and something is off. Because the retracement is so deep, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the secondary channel. It was a little bit confusing because the residual bullish momentum was so strong, but I'm going to adapt back to the original one, uptrend, break new high. There was just a lot of legs working higher, and now I'm going to adapt to brand new market cycle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to right now look for downtrend. I'm going to connect the swings, draw something like this, first swing, second swing, third swing confirmation. We have potential overshoot, but because it's breaking the lows and we keep working lower, it's not acting as overshoot. So I'm going to redraw wider downtrend like this, and I'm going to respect the corrections. I'm going to redraw the short-term channel. So right now as a price action trader, the bias in this market is bearish. This is what I have identified. I'm just going to respect corrections and selling high probability setups at the key entry point, either EMA or the trend line. So let's see if I can get some high probability setup. New low counting technique, micro level bottom, first them to sell. Okay, you get a second entry short here, but you're far from the EMA. You definitely cannot sell so far from the EMA. New low count starts over. New low first entry short. This is actually considered to be triple test and very tempting setup. But problem is the signal bar is not that great. The signal bar is with the bullish body, you know, it's not a horrible setup. One bounce, second bounce, third bounce. A little bit more advanced trader, more aggressive trader can consider. But the signal bar is not that great. Can I get some second entry short? No second entry short, and market continues to go lower. New low first entry short. Good news is that the trend is still holding. You can see a series of lower highs and low lows. So you're only thinking about selling at the key entry point. We're not thinking about buying. You can see all these counter trend trades, they're failing. I'm going to redraw brand new uptrend working higher. Can draw a correction like this. Also, you don't have clear break in new high. You have very tiny break in new high, so this is not ideal. This is why it's a little bit more aggressive. Uptrend working higher. I cannot take second entry short just yet. Break new high, and here I was considering double trap. I was ready to go long here. I was preparing my ready to go short. I was preparing my limit order because this looked like it's going to close below EMA. If this is the close here, this is double trap. Okay, uptrend break new high, so uptrend played out. You'd have nice bearish bar combined with the triple test. This was almost great trade, but because this ended like this as a doji bar, doji candle, you know, it showed some weakness, so I didn't enter. I waited for lower high, which is a shame because it was a great setup had it formed with a stronger bar, but nothing we can do. Okay, market definitely continues working lower, so I'm going to redraw this correction. What do you expect now? Well, you expect new low to be tested. This is quite sharp spike above EMA, so most likely you expect break new high and then push below EMA, okay? So you're only being patient, you're waiting for the push below EMA to get some nice lower high or potential failed second entry long. The bigger pattern always takes precedence. There may not be fully new high for this channel, that's okay. If you push below EMA, but let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, new high first entry long. No trigger above, so there's no failed second entry long yet. If we're back above, okay, looks like market wants to test the new high. Here I was really looking for some lower high here to test the new low, something like this, but we're back above EMA and finally uptrend played out. Okay, so finally this bullish uptrend has a break, 2 legs down, market moves in pairs of twos, and now finally uptrend played out. This uptrend reached new high, so now I can definitely right now expect new low to be tested following the trend line rule. This is what we do as price action traders. We identify the channel, the structure, we're following the correction, and we're going to predict where the market's going to go, and it's going to go at least all the way down here to test the new extreme for this initial channel. So right now I just need to look for good setups. Let's see what's going to happen. I have some lower high here, which also you can view it something like test of the skill. This is a little bit more advanced, but you know, price action rules wise it's okay because our trend played out broad 2 legs break new high. More advanced trader can consider. I'm actually going to mark it with red because rules allow you to take it. Safer entry is a failed second entry long below EMA, but we already pushed too far down without a failed second entry. So what I have to do right now is wait for a second entry short. We push so far down. You want to see failed second entry long somewhere around this area. When the move is about to happen, you want to catch the move down. This correction is quite strong. New low, first entry short. So I'm thinking about second entry short to test the new extreme. And now 2 channels need new extreme, and this is good confluence. This one and the big one. This is what I love. I love structure like this when you have 2 channels that both need to get new extreme, because it's really high chance that the setup is going to here push to new extreme. And you have a new low, first entry short, second entry short on a double bar entry, but the double bar entry is so big you cannot sell below bull bar. You know, you'd have to do some super deep limit order. It never came back. You know, you can't really enter this. I'm going to mark it mainly educational wise because you really like this context. It's great, second entry short, test new low, but this cannot be entered. You cannot go short here because the scalp is almost made. When you have double bar entry, you really want this bar to be closer to the low of the previous bar, so hard to enter, great context. And push to new extreme and downtrend played out. We exceeded the low, so I have to pause looking to go short. I can't take failed second entry long now, even though it's tempting, but we just reached new extreme, and you never know if sellers are going to completely abandon the market, and there can be some reversal. So new market cycle can kick in, correction or consolidation. So let's see what's going to happen. I can't really go long here because if I'm going to draw a wide channel like this, I would go long directly into this. This is too broad, okay? These 2 legs are too broad. I cannot go long directly into this, so I can't take failed second entry short. Even though it worked for a small scalp, I can't take it. Okay, I'm going to redraw short-term trend working higher. The new market cycle has yet to be established, so be a little bit careful. Once you're playing the trend and you have a new extreme, give it some time, okay, because it takes time for market cycle to be established. Generally, you will have some area of development, so it's okay to be a little bit patient, especially when the market slows down like this. Okay, quite whipsaw price action up and down, up and down. We're back above. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to redraw uptrend working higher. I cannot sell because this uptrend is still in play at this point. Okay, reversal down. This was quite confusing. New low first entry short. We're back above EMA. When I was watching this live, I was playing with channels because such a deep spike down made me redraw this channel as a breaking new high. So I was looking for some second entry short here, but it never formed. Since you're back above EMA, it looks like price action wants to see now new high for this original channel. Your break pushed to a new extreme, but everything now played out. All uptrends played out. So now I was thinking about failed second entry long below EMA. New high for the central long. Okay, new high again. I have to reset the count. Stronger push to the upside. Okay, it looks like some potential bullish imbalance. I was still considering perhaps for second entry long, but we never got it. I cannot sell below this bull bar. So now you're back above EMA, so I have to abandon my shorts idea. And why are we continuing to make high lows back above EMA? And basically it's pretty much way too late, so market is about to close right now. So this is the overall structure for today. It was fairly predictable trading day, but very slow. Not too many great trades. I didn't take any setup today, but it's okay because yesterday we had phenomenal day. It was really great trading day to trade yesterday. A lot of good setups. Today, lackluster. Quite predictable here, break, new extreme. This was a little bit choppy. You may consider this high low here, but you know, there's some tail at the top, so the bar is fairly big and it's also quite late. So only a few decent setups, more aggressive ones, not those super easy textbook setups. This would have been great trade, but we needed a little bit stronger bar. So I hope you had a good trading day. If you didn't have a losing trade today and you sat on the sidelines and you had no trades, that's also great because it's always good to know that you're not taking impulsive setups and you know how to handle the need to take a trade. Because this is a feeling that every trader basically feels. We all go through this. You come here every day and you kind of feel that urge to look for trades, to take a setup. It may not feel good to sit here whole day, not take any trades, but it's simply part of trading. This is something that you need to master. You need to combat this feeling. You cannot be chasing setups. If there are no trades and you don't feel comfortable taking those trades because you don't think they follow the rules, you simply have to remain patient. And even if it means that you're not going to take a setup for the whole day, that's what you have to do. Because remember, tomorrow is always another day and you never know when good trades will appear. So you have to follow the rules, you have to be emotionally strong, and you have to remain disciplined. I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.